Hi guys, it's me again, Angie, and welcome to another video. For today's video, I'm going to answer the Skills Integration Challenge, the Exploring Internet. So let's wait. So, exploring internet working devices. For the objectives for part 1, identify physical characteristics of internet working devices. For part 2, select correct modules for connectivity. For part 3, connect devices. For the background, in this activity, you will explore the different options available on the internet working devices. You will also be required to determine which options provide the necessary connectivity when connecting multiple devices. Finally, you will add the correct modules and connect the devices. Note, scoring for this activity is a combination of Packet Tracer automated scoring and your recorded answers to the questions posed in the instructions. See the suggested scoring rubric at the end of this activity and consult with your instructor to determine your final score. For part 1, identify physical characteristics of internet working devices. Identify the management ports of a Cisco router. Click the East router. The physical tab should be active. So we will click East, then physical. Zoom in and expand the window to see the entire router. So we can see. And then which management ports are available. So this expansion port is available. Then identify the LAN and WAN interfaces of a Cisco router. Which LAN and WAN interfaces are available on the East router and how many are there? Click the CLI tab and enter the following commands. So I will copy this command. Then I will paste here in the CLI. Enter. So as you can see, gigabit Ethernet 0/1, serial 0/0/0, then serial 0/0/1. So there are 4 interfaces. Then the output verifies the correct number of interfaces and their designation. The VLAN 1 interface is a virtual interface that only exists in software. How many physical interfaces are listed? So there are 4. Then enter the following commands. I will just copy this command, show interface gigabit Ethernet 0/0, and then paste. Then, what is the default bandwidth of this interface? So, the default bandwidth of this interface is 1 million kilobit. And then, what is the default? Then, we will type this command, show interface serial. Paste. And then the default bandwidth of this interface is 1544 kilobit. And then bandwidth on serial interfaces is used by routing processes to determine the best path to a destination. It does not indicate the actual bandwidth of the interface. Actual bandwidth is negotiated with a service provider. So the step 3, identify module expansion slots on switches. Click switch 2 or switch 3. How many expansion slots are available? So we will click switch 2. And as you can see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 there are 5 expansion slots available. And then in switch 3, as you can see, there are also 5 expansion slots available. So the next part 2, select correct modules for connectivity. Determine which modules provide the required connectivity. Click East and then click the physical tab on the left beneath the modules label. You see the available options to expand the capabilities of the router. Click each module. A picture and a description displays at the bottom. Familiarize yourself with these options. You need to connect PCs 1, 2, and 3 to the East router, but you do not have the necessary funds to purchase a new switch. Which module can you use to connect the 3 PCs to the East router? How many hosts can you connect to the router using this module? So we will do this first. Click East and then click the physical tab. Then we are going to zoom in so that we can see it. And then we need to put a slot here. So first we should turn off the switch, then select the correct module, then put it here, then switch on again. Then click switch 2. Which module can you insert to provide gigabit optical connection to switch 3? I will click switch 2. And then zoom in. Then there are 5 expansion slots. Then I will choose the correct module. So I will drag it here. So we should turn off first and then drag it here. And then we will just do the same in switch 3. Switch off and then drag the module. And then use the show IP interface brief command to identify the slot in which the module was placed. Then click the West router. The physical tab should be active. Install the appropriate module that will add a serial interface to the enhanced high-speed WAN interface card slot on the right. You can cover any unused slots to prevent dust from entering the router. So I will click West and then zoom in, and then I will choose the correct module, this one, and then I will put it here. So I will turn off first the switch, then I will drag it here, and then this WIC cover plate provides protection for the internal electronic components. It also helps maintain adequate cooling by normalizing airflow. So I will cover it. Then for the part 3, connect devices. This may be the first activity you have done where you are required to connect devices. Although you may not know the purpose of the different cable types, Use the table below and follow these guidelines to successfully connect all the devices. So, select the appropriate cable type, click the first device and select the specified interface. Click the second device and select the specified interface. If you correctly connected two devices, you will see your score increase. So, example, to connect is to switch 1, select the copper straight through cable type, click east and choose Gigabit Ethernet 0/0, then click switch 1 and choose Gigabit Ethernet 0/1. Then we're going to demonstrate it. So, to connect east 1, to connect east to switch 1, we need a cable which is copper straight through. Then we need to choose the appropriate Gigabit Ethernet 0/0. Then Gigabit 0/1. Then to connect is to switch 4, we will also use the copper straight through. And then Gigabit 0/1, and then Gigabit 0/1 again. So the next is to PC1. We will also use copper straight through. Then we should choose fast Ethernet 0/1/0, then connect to PC1, fast Ethernet 0, then just the same with PC2, fast Ethernet 0/1/1, then fast Ethernet 0, and then is fast Ethernet 0/1/2, then fast Ethernet 0. And then to connect switch 1 to PC4, we should use a copper straight through cable. Then fast Ethernet 0/1, and then to PC4 fast Ethernet 0. And then the next is switch 1 to PC5. So we will again use copper straight through, fast Ethernet 0/2, then fast Ethernet 0. Switch 1 to PC6. We will again use copper straight through, and then fast Ethernet 0/3, then fast Ethernet 0. Then we need to connect switch 4 to switch 3. We are going to use a copper crossover. Then Gigabit Ethernet 0/2 to switch 3, which is Gigabit Ethernet 3/1. Then the next one is switch 3 to switch 2. We will use a fiber to connect it. So we need a Gigabit Ethernet 5/1, and then the next is Gigabit Ethernet 5/1 again. And then switch 2 to PC7. So we are going to use copper straight through to connect switch 2 to PC7. And then we are going to choose fast Ethernet 0/1 to PC7 fast Ethernet 0. And then switch 2, we are going to choose fast Ethernet 101 to Fast Ethernet 0. And then switch to PC9, Fast Ethernet 2/1, and then Fast Ethernet 0. Then we should connect east to west. So we will use a serial DCE. So connect to east first. So we will use serial DCE from east. So we will choose serial 0/0/ and then we will sorry for the interruption. Um I will choose the serial 0/0. So that is all for today. Thank you for watching and see you on my next video. Bye!